How you doing? Welcome aboard, Mr. DJ. On the third take of this video, the second take went pretty good, except instead of saying chart toppers, I said top toppers. And I can see somebody out there saying, "What the hell is that?" I'd be the laughing stock of the nation. Top toppers. That's a new one right there. Oh my goodness. Alright, at number 6 on my fantasy playlist, up 3 from number 9 the previous weekend. Can't Feel My Face. Fantasy playlist of August 30th, 2015. Welcome aboard. Mr. DJ's back. Counting down my fantasy playlist. Took a week off from counting down this fantasy playlist as I put up about 15 to 20 videos of me talking about obscure 50s songs from the late 50s, early 60s for my Sock Hop 50s YouTube channel. So let's go back into the present, 2015 weekend. Just found out his real name. It's Abel Tesfaye. Tesfaye, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. And this song, Can't Feel My Face, where you're so in love. It's the numbing sensations of being in love. You can't even think straight. This woman's no good for him. He knows she's no good for him. She's a man. She's trouble. Ooh, she's so much trouble. I'm in it deep, and I can't get out, and I'm loving it. That's what this song's about. And Weekend, he is crooning over the sizzling pop synth, directed, crafted by Swedish producer, Swedish wonderkin, Max Martin. Max Martin, he's produced 20 number one hits. No, 21 songs that went to number one on Billboard's Hot 100. He's also worked with Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears. One of the hottest producers over the past 15, 16 years. This guy's like Holland Dozier Holland of Motown back in the 60s, or Stock Aitken Waterman, hot British producers who produced Bananarama and Rick Ashley back in the 80s. I can't tell you just how big this guy is behind the scenes. I mean, if you get to work with Max Martin, he's worked with Adam Lambert. I mean, you're working with a high rolling producer. 21st Hot 100 song that went to number one with Max Martin on the producing credits. Either as a producer, a co-producer, a co-writer, doesn't matter. He's on the credits. Although Weekend is the first number one song produced by Max Martin by a male artist. First number one song that hit Billboard's Hot 100 by a male artist. The previous 20 have been done either by female or groups. I think that's all I got to say about this record. I think I'm done. Except for one thing. See, here's the thing about Weekend. When I first heard Earned It, I thought, man, this is old school, man. This is taking me back to the 80s. Weekend, he's bringing it back. And when I heard Can't Feel My Face, I'm like, oh my God, an upbeat R&B record without any rap in it? I'm not against rap. Don't get me wrong, I'm not. But you got to understand, there was once a time before hip-hop took over completely, particularly in the 90s and 2000s. Before that, there were upbeat R&B records, loads of them, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And even when hip-hop started coming into its own by the mid to late 80s, there's still a lot of great R&B records still coming out by Prince, Michael Jackson. There was Fake by Alexander O'Neal, and numerous others, even into the early 90s. But now hip-hop is kind of taken it's taken over. It's taken over from funk. Used to be that funk was hip, but hip-hop took over. And it's so refreshing to hear an upbeat R&B record. It's like going back to the 80s. Literally, listen to the beat of this record. And listen to Billy Ocean's Caribbean Queen from 1984. Compare the beats, but compare the drum patterns between these two songs. Oh, they sound so similar. I thought to myself, oh my God, this is like Billy Ocean's Caribbean Queen, man. Weekend, he's bringing back some of that old school vibe. I love it. Can't Feel My Face at number 6.